Okay, hello and welcome back. My name is Guild Navigator, and today I'm continuing my Let's Play series as Venice. So I thought about this. This is the next morning. It's like before work. It's like 8 something a.m. I thought to myself, I was like, what would I want to do? Like, is it worth taking out a loan to take Constantinople? And I think the answer is an unequivocal yes. See, how much would it cost to recruit like a mercenary? I'm not sure exactly how I was able to do it last time. There was like a invite mercenary button or something to that effect, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the mercenary system in this game is just like not great in my opinion. Either way, I do have a lot more room for regulars, and so I could just do that instead. How much is a regular again? Where was that? Military recruit regulars, so 200 odd gold. I could do an archer instead though, which is only 190. I should be able to at least get some of this money back from the Byzantines. I don't know how much money they're going to have, candidly. Okay, so I'm going to have another 500 men. And then failing this, because this is still not going to be enough combined. It's like 1,500 men together. Almost exactly. No, that actually would be enough to continue the siege. It's probably not enough to capture it, though, which is really what matters. Yeah, the issue failed. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah, I'm going hard decentralization, which is good. I think that's what I'm gonna want. Just because there's lots of these vassals like that are gonna be spread across the like the whole Eastern Mediterranean that I'm just not gonna have anything I can do with. Fucking 60 soldiers, like totally useless. I mean, they should build stuff up in here. That's maybe the one big advantage. Yeah, I still feel like the screen gets crazy laggy, like basically whenever I select anything. Let's clear this this top bar. Children can have better education. No, I think that's fine. We don't need that. Oh, the ask for money one. Excuse me. I like money. Where did ask for money go? It's probably economic. Am I going crazy? What is this? Huh. So basically, if I want to give up my trade power in exchange for money, this game really does have just like so many freaking options for just gameplay mechanics and stuff. Let's just go pick this person up on the way. Okay, and then we'll go join up with our little army over here. And I think we should have basically just enough to continue the siege for a very short period of time. Ah, that's how it goes. Although they do have a lot of food on them. do have a lot of food on them. Daily consumption of got like 50 days of food. That's good to know. And when I get another 500 power, I mean, do I want to build another camp follower? I think I might, because that's just additional food, right? I think that's essentially how they work. Okay, let's split you in half again, and then you're gonna return to Venice. Yep, because I no longer can siege. Because I'm like, I have like barely less than them. No, they'll stay there. I'm wasting my precious food time. Where they will not stop just like suiciding their ships into me. This is the annoying thing about them having like their freaking Theodosian walls. Although to be fair, I cannot imagine how catastrophic the food situation is inside of Constantinople. Like at some point historically, they would have just surrendered. Like at this point, they've lost. Are you? Do you see the peace treaty that the Ottomans signed? I hate the AI in this game. I'm like the AI's biggest hater. What is this? Like, what is this cancer? What is the point of this cancer? Okay, yeah, it's if I detach my food people, I don't have enough people to continue the siege. Wow. This is disgusting. How long has this war been going on for? Like a little while, right? When did it start? I don't even know. Okay, I can embrace professional armies now. It's mostly just stability, which I don't have very much of. I cannot believe they did that. That is like one of the most disgusting, just like abominations of borders I've ever seen. Yeah, I can't take it because I don't occupy it. I wonder if that's like unique to the Byzantines. And then let's see if I took this, who am I developing hostility with? Yeah, like just people over here in Anatolia, which I really don't care about because I could just use my navy. I want to see how much of Greece could I in principle take? Because of course all of these would become vassals. I could take a pretty hefty chunk. Yeah, like this is over 100 now, but I think it will get less as I occupy it, if I remember how the mechanics in this game work correctly. Yeah, I've got 50 more men than them. Wait, the port is not blockaded? I'm so confused. How is the port not blockaded? So it's a blockade capacity of 1.6. What is your port capacity? What? But you're like the only port there. I don't understand. Oh, it's like everyone is coming in for the Byzantine pickings now. I think even the Bulgarians are at war with them. Okay, well, I somehow got more men. Oh, it was probably from manpower. Like manpower recovery. Did it just like freeze? What's going on? I can't believe I don't have enough to block them. Okay, Trebizond wants white peace. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I got no beef with you, Trebizond. My beef is exclusively with the Byzantines. Man, I don't know if, yeah, I've been besieging them for 3 years. I honestly do kind of feel a little bit bad for like what I'm doing to Constantinople. And like that, I don't have enough men to continue the siege. Oh, interesting. So this is how it would work. Yeah, I mean it's worth it, I think. What is the maximum amount of loan? So they have 300 gold that they could lend to me. Okay, and I'm gonna go here to mercenaries. And I'm gonna hire a mercenary. And I want the one with like the most guys. Sort by army size. And then let's find the cheapest one. You're pretty cheap. Thessalonica is exactly where I want you to be. Okay, how long is it going to take for you to be there? Yeah, Bulgaria, you can have food access. I don't care. I hope you guys are having fun learning this game with me. Yep, we can automatically transport them. I should like walk all the way there. It's funny. Where's my boats? Okay, and we should be able to board them. And then now go to Constantinople. Interesting that these people aren't helping me. Oh, because that's the army of Trebizond. That makes sense, because they're actually on the Byzantine side. Okay. Now I have my 1,500 archers who are going to come and assist me in the siege. Now, of course, my financial situation is dire. Because I'm losing like 7 ducats a month just to a combination of interest and the payments to the mercenary, because that's like for the next 2 years. I think I saw that it was. So like 5 ducats a month for the next 2 years. That's fine. I'm really okay with that. In exchange for the City of World Desires? Are you kidding me? I still don't know how I'm not blockading this. Like, I'm definitely in the right place. Yeah, I don't know. I could raise more levies. Venexia. Back in Venice. Interesting. And I think obviously my construction, all the stuff that I had built is finished. You're like making no money. I overbuilt you for sure. That's a little annoying because in the in older versions of the game you could like overbuild stuff, you know, pretty significantly, and then your people would just end up trading it away. But there's just no profit of operation for this anywhere. And I guess that's just because there's like a massive overproduction of, you know, I guess just fine cloth everywhere. I mean, that's like, I guess, more realistic. I'm not sure. It's a little annoying. I enjoyed being able to do just like the early industrial revolution that I did. If you guys watch my Morocco Let's Play. Who has occupied all this stuff? The Kingdom of Bulgaria. That's kind of annoying. Oh my god, I have a positive probability of capturing it. the 5-year-long siege, or four, I guess it's 4 years now. The 4-year-long siege is almost coming to a close. Institution growth is very cool. I'm a fan of institution growth. And then, like, what is the trade I'm actually doing? Like sugar, cotton, books. I just need to figure out how the new updated trade system works. I'm not even upset. I just need to figure it out. Because I think the problem is that, you know, like for trade, the fundament. So if you guys are interested in like a quick econ 101 lesson, essentially the fundamental economic premise of trade is that there's comparative advantage that allows you to on net produce more than if you each tried to produce everything. So like there's a really classic, you know, kind of like econ class example of this that they'll do, where you can imagine that like, it's just stuck. Okay, you can imagine like one country produces, I don't know, like bananas, and another country produces toast, and that if the country that produces bananas has to spend time making toast, they produce fewer bananas than they would otherwise, right? Obviously, and vice versa for the toast country. And so it's like they could make toast and bananas themselves, but if they trade, everything goes better. Well, this game, so in earlier builds of the game, you were able to exploit basically comparative advantage in your own country because the AI was stupid and it wouldn't build anything. And so you could just build a ton of what you could think of as like kind of these like quasi-industrial buildings. So stuff here, like if I look at the at this building here, the Tailors Guild, right? So I would be able to build like these quasi-industrial buildings, and then, you know, you would produce things in huge surpluses and you could export it and make a ton of money. It appears that that's been, I guess, fixed is maybe a strong word, but like quasi-solved in the sense that now everyone produces a large amount of these materials. But because of the way that production in this game works, where, you know, production is like homogenous across the entire globe. For example, if I go here, there are some bonuses here, right? There you do have something that you could approach comparative capacity, like you know what I meant, comparative advantage. But this stone here that's being produced in the province of Irmek is no different fundamentally in the game than the stone that's being produced here, right, in the province of Saint John in Ponyao. I don't know, some random German province. And so what that means is that like there's just no reason for these places to trade with each other. There's nothing that these people have really fundamentally that these people want, or vice versa, right? And so the entire you could think emergence of international trade is that there are things that need to be moved globally. Now, the closest you could have to that is that there are, I imagine, price differentials as soon as you get all the way out here to India with like, what are some of the things they want? They want wheat. I could probably, we probably produce that in some amount of capacity. Maybe not. I actually don't really see anything. That's crazy. Like, let's see, what do they produce in huge quantities? Yeah, it's like this. It looks like basically the same, right? Like if I go back here to Venice and I see what do we produce in huge quantities and what do we want? I mean, these look like very substantively similar charts, right? And my guess is that in equilibrium, they're probably even more similar than just a casual look at them would imply. Oh my God, am I not going to actually capture this? I think I'm going to run out of men before I can complete the siege. And it's just because my food situation is so dire. I mean, is this making just, you know, on the plus side, On the plus side, it's making the mercenaries cheaper. So, you know, there's a silver lining to everything. But anyway, this is a long way of me saying that there's so many things in this game that like they almost work. Like I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like they almost work. The institution spread I complained about a lot in my Morocco Let's Play. That's an example, but the trade system in this is another example of something where like you can see on like a basic level how the trade system functions correctly. Like this is probably fine in the sense that there are these individual markets that produce and consume goods, and that then they can trade. You can trade goods between the markets. I think that that's probably pretty analogous to any system that I would invent. But the problem is that like the central like logical underpinning of why those markets would trade is mostly absent, and so the result is that there's just like an immediate homogenization of prices. Now, to add complexity to that, I had mentioned that, you know, I think I complained about this in the previous one. Okay. Your 50 men are well desired. Yeah, but what I was saying is that there's no real barriers to trade, right? And so because there's no real barriers to trade, the result of this is that the kind of like middleman role that people like Genoa and you know, Venice played are largely missing. What are you? Are you an Italian city? That's kind of fun. That might be kind of a fun like Let's Play out there on the Pontic Steppe. I may just be unable to capture Constantinople. Am I at like maximum siege sticks? How high can this go? Yeah, I'm at maximum siege sticks, and I haven't gotten a single wall breach. You know what? I think that the game hates me. I would argue that the game hates me. I don't think I need fort maintenance up. I'm cool to save just like the ducat a month from that. My mercenary contract expired? Was I sieging this for 2 years? Oh no. Are you fucking serious? I may just like literally not be able to take Constantinople. I think that is the takeaway here. It's whatever. I'll take my pound of flesh elsewhere. This will still have been a broadly successful war. I'm like genuinely incensed by the lack of ability to take Constantinople. Let's take that island. I like the idea of having a little Republic of the Dardanelles. Similar with you. Yeah, I want the whole Dardanelles province. I want complete provinces whenever possible. Thessaly seems like a nice province. They wouldn't accept that. Why would they not accept that? Okay, let's get rid of Thessaly and see what money I could get from you. Ooh, 173, that'd be pretty nice, because I do need money. And then war reparations, that takes me very slightly over. That's fucking annoying as hell. I cannot believe that I actually just like failed to capture Constantinople. This was a true, what was the Ottoman Sultan who tried to capture it in like the 9th century or whatever. There's actually many examples that can be added to the long list of attempted and failed sieges of the city. Okay, let's create some subject. Create a custom subject there. No, I don't want to do a member of my family because then I can't use them for other jobs. And then another custom subject there. Oh, interesting. These are like different states. I still think a lot of small vassals is generally speaking the correct move. That's what it was very strongly in previous patches, but Like every paradox game has a tendency of just changing on you. I mean, I imagine like all of these are little republics, right? Yeah, Republic of the Dardanelles. That's kind of cute. And are they Venetian or no? They're Greek Orthodox. Okay, and I've got some money. I'm just gonna hold on to this and just repay it as we as the time comes. Okay. How good is this guy? He's not very good. He is a craven, loose lips person. The penalty for treason is death. Yeah, like, it's still stability. That's the biggest thing. And it's not like I don't have any techs I can do. I can just do some of the Renaissance techs for now. I know it does give you an additional research, like, speed increase, but I would rather have the stability. Okay, why am I just, like, hemorrhaging money now? Oh, army maintenance. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, cool. I'm gonna call this episode here, and I will see you all in the next one.